Hi, pursuers. I am on here to chat with you because we have some exciting news. And by we, I mean just me, myself, and I, Nas Kazimi. So, some of the exciting news is that the podcast is actually doing a lot better than I had thought. I think it's the audio, to be honest. We finally nailed the audio, and it's just going to get better because my podcast equipment is on its way. But yes, the podcast is doing great. And with that being said, I think I found a perfect structure for it. So I just kind of want to highlight how it's going to start looking from now on moving forward. Mondays, I'm going to have my Monday motivation. And Monday motivation isn't too long. It's probably going to be 3 to 5 minutes. It's just to start Monday off, get us on the right foot, get a little motivation in for the week. So that's going to be released on Mondays. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays are going to be dedicated to my recaps because I am an avid reality TV watcher, most specifically with Bravo TV and the Real Housewives. I love it. So it's just natural for me to want to recap and give my opinion because I think my opinion is a little bit different than what I typically hear. And then, when I watch these shows, for a few moments, I'm happy. So let's throw that in there. It's going to be a little bit more structured. And some seasons, we're going to have more recaps than others and more condensed show than others. Because just how they release the shows and how many shows are on TV at the same time, et cetera, et cetera. So Monday, we're going to have Monday motivation. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to have our reality TV show recaps. I'm going to end Friday off with a little bit more personal topics. So I'm going to cover fitness, bodybuilding, and my own personal touch, including my sobriety journey or just whatever just comes to mind that week that I feel is important to chat about. If I'm going through something, you'll hear about it at that time. I do want to throw in a little bit more personal things. I don't want it to be much or all occupied by reality TV, although it is a really brain rot type of watch and it's great. And I think Saturdays, and I know you're going to be like, what, even Saturdays? Saturdays I'm going to dedicate, or maybe even Friday nights. Friday might be 2 episodes released. I love to chat, obviously, so 6 days a week is not an issue for me. But whether it be Friday night or Saturdays, I'm going to be answering questions that I get in. So if you have important ones, feel free to find me on the podcast. There is a voicemail option that you can leave me a voicemail. I do have it in my show notes on my website. If you go to www.thepursuitofhappinessnos.com/podcasts, you will scroll to the bottom of the page and it will have an area for you to be able to leave me a voicemail if you prefer that way, or you can find me on my socials and email me or DM me. That's also acceptable as well if you have any further questions. I do have a bunch of questions lined up now. I will be releasing that first episode. I know I say this all the time, but for sure this week we're going to try to stay as consistent as possible. So yeah, that's how this show is going to be structured moving forward. A little bit more of a routine. I was just kind of gauging and seeing kind of how it went. I'm so ADHD that either I have to be 100% complicit in my routine or have no routine at all. And I think by having no routine at all, I was able to come to the conclusion that this is what works and we're going to move on this way. So I want to, again, thank you so much for being on this journey with me. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for ironing out the kinks with me. Like, geez, we started off with like really terrible audio. Then I didn't post for 2 months because I was moving, and wow, that was a tough time, but I'm so glad that I finally got to a point that I'm more consistent. Isn't it fun? It's also very therapeutic for me, and as someone that loves to talk and just has a lot of ideas and opinions and things to say, I'm so glad that you're here with me on this journey and just letting me speak my mind. Sometimes in life, I feel like I lacked the privilege of having people to just listen to what I have to say. Again, I'm getting a bit personal here, but I love my family, but it was always like, that opinion doesn't count, or you shouldn't have an opinion on that, or that's stupid to think that way. And I didn't really have people in my life that just listened. I had people that always kind of clapped back with an opinion. So it's nice that I can just get out how I feel and have an audience to share it with that hasn't clapped back at me yet. God knows what the future holds. But with that being said, it's just, it's really helping me out. And I thank you for being on this journey with me. My pursuers really do keep me happy in those moments that I am able to just speak. And who knows what this journey is going to bring. And I'm just so grateful. I know I'm going to have some day ones, you know, whether I become popular with this podcast or not. And it's not really about popularity for me. Like, it's really just about touching people. I really want to eventually at some point have someone say, I listened to that and I resonated with that so much, because I'm that type of person. I'm confident in the sense that I know when I walk into a room, I have an energy about me, and I know when I speak, I really have a message to share. And I really nailed it with people that I can speak to face, that I'm very comfortable with. I hope that I can convey that to everyone that listens as well, and throw in a little bit of fun things. You know, there's a ton of things that keep me and my ADHD brain happy, and I want to be able to share those with you guys, whether it's talking too much or watching brain rot reality TV shows, or just kind of getting personal about some of my opinions on the things that matter the most to me, such as being a single mom, or my fitness, or my bodybuilding and diet and exercise, and my sobriety. So I know I keep saying this, but thank you again. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, and share my podcast. That would mean a ton to me. And stay tuned for the first official Monday motivation episode drop tomorrow. Have a good night, pursuers.